going on, Jerome's? It's a beautiful Tuesday. Birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. So the Met Gala went down last night. Justin Jefferson in attendance. By the way, there's tons of NFL players there. Saquon, Nuke Hopkins for whatever reason, Stephon Diggs, Joe Burrow, of course. But Justin Jefferson looking good. He looks like he looks like a loofah. He looks like a loofah that might have been white, but after a lot of uses, it's gray. Or maybe it's just the masculine colors of loofah. I know that people poo-poo on the loofah a lot. I feel like it's really effective, especially the exfoliating qualities of the roughness of the loofah. Anyways, but yeah, he's looking good. Actually, kind of looks like a chef's hat. I don't know. It kind of looks like Maximus from Gladiator. Don't really know, but it's not the Met Gala anymore. It's the Jet Gala. Damn straight it is. Also, Kwesi. So many things going on here. So this is a screen grab from the Donovan Jackson welcome video. Kwesi talking it up with Donovan Jackson and family, but there's a lot of things going on here. First off, smile if you're a top 5 GM in the league. Yes, he is. Also got the Intercept Cancer, the cutoff hoodie there. He's got the team issued crew neck underneath. He's got that laptop hat. We need it. It's so I need to get one of those. I know that there's versions on Etsy and stuff like that out there. Also, I need to get the Sendejo Make Football Violent Again hat just to have in the background. That'd be really good. But Kwesi's looking good. Also, speaking of that stash, that's an amazing mustache. It's very pronounced. Not even November, right? But it reminds me of this. I'm getting too old for this stuff. I don't know. It works out. Next. So TJ Hackinson was on the Chris Long podcast talking about stuff and things and stuff. Vikes fan page, Vikings tight end TJ Hackinson says J.J. McCarthy's throws remind him of Matthew Stafford. How would he know? Also, Vikings DBs have talked about how McCarthy's throws remind them of Matthew Stafford as well. Quote, I remember catching passes from Matthew Stafford. It zips on you. Looks like it's not coming, but it's coming. JJ has the juice behind it where it kind of has that effect. And that's the thing too, when people criticize McCarthy, they talk about, he didn't put up big time passing numbers at Michigan, so he must have a noodle arm. If they say that, that 100% they literally do not know football. Because McCarthy, we said one of the weaknesses that McCarthy might have is that he might not have enough touch on passes, where he is a flamethrower of the first degree. He absolutely is. He is Kerry Wood in his prime. That's what he is, man. But, yeah, that velocity is pretty damn good. Yeah, J.J. McCarthy, Matthew Stafford. And Stafford is still regarded as one of the stronger arms in the National Football League. And Stafford also, toughness. Yeah, I always respected Stafford when he was with the low-energy Lions. Glad that he won a Super Bowl with Kevin O'Connell in his first year away from Detroit. And now hopefully we get a Super Bowl with T.J. Hockenson, a couple of years removed from Detroit. But McCarthy just slanging it out there. Feeling fine at number 9. That's right. No word if Hockenson talked about his college quarterback, Nate Stanley. Former Vikings legend, Nate Stanley. He could probably throw a football over the mountains. Anyway. Also, how could Iowa have an offense that had Hockenson and Noah Fant and still be Garbaggio? It's one of life's mysteries. Yeah. Also, someone's not Garbaggio is Shaq Griffin. So Shaq, free agent last year, may have cost the Vikings a 4th-round comp pick. But Shaq Griffin, when he was asked to be in the cornerback rotation, he was good whenever he was on the field. Now, as we said, I feel pretty damn good about the Vikings cornerback room as of right meow. But, you can never have enough cornerbacks, as Flores has said. And Shaq, he won't cost a lot. He already knows the scheme. Already has a year vested in it. And I wouldn't mind bringing him back. Now, Rasul Douglas is also out there. Asante Samuel, if that neck is good to go, but who knows? But yeah, I wouldn't mind Shaq being in that mix. Rumored before the draft, Shaq visited with the Seahawks, a potential return to Seattle there. But I wouldn't mind having Shaq back. Also, Vikings rookie Tyrion Ingram Dawkins putting in that work as well. Plus, I love how much training goes into hand fighting, especially with a defensive lineman, because that's such an underrated part of the game, where it really is beyond just brute force and leverage, but it really is using your hands to potentially neutralize a larger or longer opponent, and it's important. Yeah, so glad that TID is doing that thing. Also, he just looks like a physical freak, doesn't he? right? All the testing wise, just his build proportionally, like still cadets, a little bit of good weight. He's going to be that 5 tech out there. I love it, man. Also, in the news, so Schefter, Ravens release kicker Justin Tucker after drafting kicker Tyler Loop. The organization continues to insist it is a football decision. Now, everyone knows what's going on with Justin Tucker, so don't really need to elaborate there, but the Browns probably going to sign him in 2 seconds. That's what happens, man. Now, with everything that's going on with Justin Tucker, allegedly, I'm just really happy that we have Will the Thrill Riker, the babyface killer. Like, he's zero controversy, zero nothing, zero anything, just making kicks when he doesn't have an injured quad. We'll just go from there. Will the Thrill coming? That's right. Also, so you know how the Lions allegedly have won the division 2 years in a row? Whatever. So PFF ranking the division post-NFL draft via Dalton Wasserman. Here we come, a Wassering, whatever. Lions at 1, Vikings at 2, Packers at 3, Bears at 4. Now, it's interesting. Well, first off, never expect the media to pick against the Lions because they've basically been... Almost forgot this is a family show. Basically, they've been gassing them up for the last 2 years, right? So it's whatever. And even though the Lions, they lost Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn might actually be a larger loss for the Lions. But, I mean, replacing both coordinators, I don't think that Dan Campbell's that guy, man. So I think the Lions are going to take a huge step back, especially strategically. And I'm surprised that Wasserman, gave the Vikings love over the Packers and the Bears, because right now it's very fashionable just to completely go all in on the Bears. But it's nonsense. Yeah, don't believe it for a second. Lastly, so we talked about how the Vikings and the Seahawks had a top 10 game to watch for, according to NFL.com, which it's kind of weird that the Vikings get respect on a website that they 1/32nd owned. Yeah. But top 10 games for 2025 season. Got the Chiefs at the Bills. That'd be good. Damn straight. The Lions and the Eagles. Why? Why was that good? The Rams and the Ravens. Okay. The Eagles and the Chiefs, alleged Super Bowl rematch. The Bills and the Bengals, because both teams are going to score like 50. The Bears and the how are the Bears and the Commies like a top 10 game? Like, I understand Caleb, Jaden Daniels. I understand last year, Hail Mary. Why? Ravens at the Chiefs, sure. Broncos at the Texans. Who gives two blanking hoots about Broncos Texans? Jesus Christ, man. Yeah. And then Packers and the Steelers, they're projecting that Rodgers goes to the Steelers. Now, you think that would be a larger game, wouldn't it? You think that would be a larger draw than Broncos and Texans. But I digress there. It's okay. I'm just happy that we're on the list. And, yeah, Vikings at Seahawks. Seattle's going to have a damn good team yet again. Vikings playing in Seattle, at Seattle for like the 17,000th time in a row. The Sam Darnold, J.J. McCarthy thing going on. And also, like half of the Seattle Seahawks coaching staff used to coach for the Vikings at some point, including assistant head coach Leslie Frazier, Clint Kubiak. Come on, man. But either way, I'm just excited for football. Hell, by then, I would probably be bouncing off the walls trying to get me the Broncos-Texans game. The Brock Osweiler Bowl. Sure, why the hell not? Anyways, that's it. That's at Vikings News Dump this beautiful Tuesday. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol. Production value.